final whistle has gone at Ewood Park. Goodness gracious me. 1-1 at the end in a game where we were absolutely shocking. That's right. Shockingly bad. New manager. Not new manager bounce, but a new manager stutter. We were dog shit and we were lucky, absolutely lucky, to come away with a point here today. Norwich, better side by a country mile. They're blessed with quality all across the board from back to front. And Rovers were shit from back to front. Lucky. A game he did have everything. It had 2 goals and it had a red card. And if we're going to be completely honest with you, it probably should have had 2 red cards. And both of them for Blackburn Rovers, that's right. Dom Hyam, lucky to be on the pitch at the end of it with a cheeky elbow to Brian Gunn. Early doors, he got away with absolutely got scot-free there, not even a yellow card. So referees need glasses, they need VAR, whatever. And then later on, Emmanuel Dennis coming on for some minutes. 2 yellow cards, 1 probably should have been a red anyway. And then the second yellow card to make it a red missed for Emmanuel Dennis. He is out for the John Eustace reunion. But the goals coming at you. Of course, it looked like, once the sending off happened, Rovers down to 10 men. It did look like it was going only one way, or if there was going to be a goal or points or a winner or etc., it was going to be Norwich City, and they did take the lead. Great work down the left-hand side. Marcondes laid on a plate for Cernach, and he buried it in the back of the net to make it 1-0, and you game over. I gave up hope. I didn't think we would get anything out of this game, but believe in the Wiener Schnitzel, believe in the Andreas Wyman. Might be getting on a little bit in the old age ranks, but he's our top goal scorer, and he came on again. He was already on the pitch, though, for this as a sub, but lastminute.com, great cross. He broke away from his mark man there and put the I think it was a header in the back of the net to make it 1-1. Lastminute.com, and save ourselves a point in Valorant Ishmael's first bloody match. A game we did not deserve it. We were very lucky. I would have taken this at the start of the match. I did say a 0-0, or I did say a 1-1, so I got that one spot on. But realistically, when we look at that back, we were lucky. We were very, very lucky. And I want to talk about the performance now, because we've got work to do. It was very, very poor, and I'm worried about the future, or the near future right here, right now. I know Val Ishmael coming in here, taking the reins with the potential of competing for the top 6, but we did not look like a top 6 side at all. Question marks for some players who believe them, who are mugging us off for a living. I think Forshaw, don't get me wrong, has been good of late, but today his passes were weak. They didn't connect. They didn't connect with the right man, and that was a valuable or missed opportunity, should we say, because his possession his lack of conviction with the passes led to much more control for Norwich. Meanwhile, Tyree Stolen, it's rinse and repeat, isn't it, really? And I don't know. Hopefully, Val Ishmael can get into his head. There's a time and a fucking place for that tricks. It is frustratingly, it's beyond frustration at the moment, because he does it all the time. Tricks and twists and turns and all this kind of horse shit. And another thing, not just Dolan, but there are other players that are trying to do it as well, trying to do that sort of build up, and it's nonsensical. There's so much work. I think it was a really poor display today. Like, no one has the balls to take a shot. There was 2 or 3 glorious opportunities for someone to just put their fucking foot through the ball and bury it in the back of the net. Travis being one of them. I think Cargbo had a couple. So a lot of players, realistically, I don't know, walk this ball in the back of the net, horseshit. That's got to stop. That's got to stop. Meanwhile, Cargbo did look good on the front foot. He got a lot of pace, and he did have a couple of good opportunities first start for him, but defensively he does need some work. A couple of clearances that were poor, and tackles were pretty bad as well. So hey, sometimes football is like this. We didn't deserve anything in this game, and we got away with a point, even though we were down to 10 men. And next up, it is a big game. It is probably the biggest game of the rest of the year for us, even if we are to be lucky enough to be in the playoffs, which we won't be, because right now we are 7th, I think. I think Coventry leapfrogged us, and West Brom got a point against Leeds, which I don't think anybody expected that. So we're outside right now, but we've got Derby County next. And of course the reunion with John Eustace. So let me know your thoughts and opinions about the game. It was pretty shit, wasn't it? So we go again, but let's put this in the bag and move on to the next one. But Val, get working, get the fucking hairdryer out on these guys, because some of them are actually giving me heart attacks in the making. Until then though, I am out.